Welcome to the AWS Security Blueprint, your comprehensive guide to building a fortress of protection in the cloud. In today's digital landscape, security isn't just an option, it's the foundation of everything we build on Amazon Web Services. Before we dive into the technical details, we need to understand a critical concept, the shared responsibility model. Think of it like renting an apartment. AWS is responsible for securing the building itself, the physical infrastructure, the hardware, and the foundational services. But you, the customer, are responsible for what's inside your apartment. That means securing your data, managing your user access, configuring your applications, and protecting your operating systems. This division of responsibility is crucial to understand because it defines where your security efforts need to focus. Now let's build our security architecture, step by step. Step 1 is all about identity verification. Who are you and should you have access? AWS Identity and Access Management, or IAM, is your front door. Here's a golden rule. Protect your root user account like it's the master key to your entire infrastructure, because it is. Use it only for initial setup, then lock it away with multi-factor authentication. For day-to-day operations, create individual IAM users with specific permissions. And for applications and services, use IAM roles. Roles are powerful because they provide temporary credentials that automatically rotate, eliminating the need to embed long-term passwords in your code. Step 2 takes us deeper into access control with the principle of least privilege. This means giving users and services only the permissions they absolutely need to do their job. Nothing more. You'll work with two types of policies: identity-based policies that attach to users and roles, and resource-based policies that attach to resources like S3 buckets. Here's where it gets interesting. Explicit deny always wins. If any policy says deny, access is blocked, even if another policy says allow. And at the organizational level, service control policies, or SCPs, act as guardrails, setting maximum permissions across your entire AWS organization. Step 3 focuses on your network perimeter. Imagine your VPC, or virtual private cloud, as a medieval castle. You have public subnets exposed to the internet, and private subnets hidden behind layers of protection. Network Access Control Lists, or NACLs, act as your outer walls, providing stateless filtering at the subnet level. They evaluate both inbound and outbound traffic independently. Security groups are your inner guards, providing stateful filtering at the instance level. They remember established connections, making them smarter and more efficient. Together, these two layers create defense in depth. Step 4 adds edge protection to shield against external threats. AWS Shield provides automatic protection against distributed denial of service attacks, or DDoS attacks. Shield Standard is free and always on, protecting against the most common attacks. For advanced protection, Shield Advanced offers additional detection and mitigation capabilities. AWS Web Application Firewall, or WAF, goes further by inspecting HTTP and HTTPS requests. You can create custom rules to block SQL injection attempts, cross-site scripting attacks, and requests from known malicious IP addresses. Step 5 is where we lock the vault and protect data at rest. Encryption transforms your readable data into an unreadable format without the correct decryption key. AWS Key Management Service, or KMS, is your centralized key management solution. It creates and controls the encryption keys used across your AWS services. For even higher security requirements, AWS CloudHSM provides hardware security modules in your own virtual private cloud, giving you exclusive control over your encryption keys. And Amazon Macy uses machine learning to automatically discover, classify, and protect sensitive data, like personally identifiable information or intellectual property. Step 6 secures your data tunnels, protecting information as it travels across networks. Transport Layer Security, or TLS, encrypts data in transit, ensuring that even if someone intercepts the communication, they can't read it. AWS Certificate Manager makes this easy by provisioning, managing, and deploying SSL and TLS certificates. It handles certificate renewal automatically, eliminating the risk of expired certificates taking down your applications. Whether data moves between your users and your applications or between your AWS services, encryption in transit is non-negotiable. Step 7 installs your security cameras, giving you visibility into everything happening in your AWS environment. AWS CloudTrail records every API call made in your account, creating an audit trail of who did what and when. Think of it as your security DVR, constantly recording. Amazon GuardDuty acts as your intelligent threat detection system, analyzing CloudTrail logs, VPC flow logs, and DNS logs to identify unusual or unauthorized activity. AWS Security Hub serves as your central security dashboard, aggregating findings from GuardDuty, Inspector, Macy, and other services into a single pane of glass. Step 8 sets your auto alarms, automating responses to security events. AWS Config continuously monitors and records your AWS resource configurations, comparing them against your desired state. When it detects a deviation, such as an S3 bucket becoming publicly accessible, it can trigger Amazon EventBridge. EventBridge acts as your event router, connecting the detection to an automated response. AWS Systems Manager automation can then execute predefined remediation actions, like automatically reverting the bucket to private. This creates a self-healing security architecture that responds to threats in seconds, not hours. Finally, let's look at the complete picture. Your ultimate AWS Security Blueprint combines all these layers into a cohesive defense strategy. Identity verification ensures only authorized users gain access. Least privilege policies limit what they can do. Network perimeters control traffic flow. Edge shields block external attacks. Encryption protects data at rest and in transit. Monitoring services provide visibility. And automation responds to threats instantly. Each layer reinforces the others, creating a security posture that's greater than the sum of its parts. Remember, security in the cloud is a shared responsibility and a continuous journey. Use this blueprint as your foundation, adapt it to your specific needs, and keep evolving as new threats emerge. Your data, your applications, and your customers are counting on you to get it right.